Okay, right, let's start. And so what we were discussing last day is about the paper, and today what we need to do is we have to start the internet and email lesson. Actually, we have stepped into the lesson, but we didn't discuss much about the lesson. So let me summarize the lesson before we begin and move to the lesson. So here, this is lesson number 6, using internet for collecting information and communication is the lesson title. Okay. So what about the lesson? So using internet for collecting information and communication. So that is the lesson. Under this lesson, we are going to learn about the internet. Internet is the world's largest network. The world's largest network. Actually, so before we begin, I would like to tell you what is a network. A network is basically two or more interconnected computers. Network එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ computers, or you can say computing devices too. Computers hari computing devices hari දෙකක් හෝ දෙකකට වැඩි ගාණක්. Two or more interconnected එකිනෙකට සම්බන්ධ computers, computing devices දෙකක් හෝ දෙකට වැඩි ගාණක් තියෙනවා නම් we call that a network, right? Network is basically two or more interconnected computers or computing devices. Actually, internet is network of such networks. Internet is a giant. එයාට අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් network of networks. Network වලත් network එකක් තමයි internet කියලා කියන්නේ. Internet is a network of networks, right? That is something bigger, big brother of networks, right? It is. So actually, who owns internet? කාටද මේ internet අයිති? Yes.
All
Who
people.
owns internet?
All people.
Everyone.
To be like all to all the world, right? So everyone. So even we are owners, right? We all are owners. It's owned by general public. Everyone owns it. It's no specific owner, no specific country. Entire world has right. They own it. That is internet. Internet is the world wide network. Okay. So when we discuss about internet is a giant network, large collection of interconnected computers, computing devices, and not just the people. Nowadays, even animals are even connected to the internet. මිනිස්සු විතරක් නෙවෙයි සත්තු පවා internet වලට connect වෙලා ඉන්නවා, especially these farm animals, and for disaster recovery, disaster management related things. And I'll show you another thing. So this GPS tracking some animals, for behavior trackings here, eagle with GPS connection. ඔයාලා දැකලත් ඇති මේ image එක. To track eagles life cycle and the traveling patterns, scientists have fixed a GPS device, and this is what they have found. So eagle has migrated to different countries without any visa, right? Visa නැතුව ඔන්න eagle හැමතැනම ගිහිල්ලා. ඒක තමයි යාලට හම්බෙලා තියෙන අවුරුදු ගානකටම එයාගේ ජීවිත කාලේ යා travel කරලා තියෙන තැන් බලන්න කොච්චර දුර ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවද? Right, in the Europe, UAE, he was covering Africa, Europe, UAE, these regions. So this is a regular path. හැම වෙලේම මෙයා ගොඩාක් වෙලා travel කරලා තියෙන්නේ මේ නිකන් මේ ගොඩ බිම නෙමෙයි මුහුද ළඟින් නේද travel කරලා තියෙන්නේ. You can see the traveling pattern. Right, sometimes සමහර වෙලාවට මේ පැත්තෙන් ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා වැරදිලා වගේ. ගොඩාක් වෙලාවට travel කරලා තියෙන්නේ මේ මුහුද ළඟින්. මුහුද දිගේ තමයි ගිහිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ මෙයා. So just to see the pattern. Right, this is one thing. Again, සත්තුත් මේ internet අන්තර්ජාලයට සම්බන්ධයි. අපි විතරක් නෙවෙයි. And not just that, so in not just the earth, even space is connected. Space එකත් සම්බන්ධයි. Because there are some scientists doing researches in the space. විද්‍යාඥයෝ ඉන්නවා විවිධ පරීක්ෂණ කරන space එකේ. Right, these scientists in the space, එයාලා space එකේ ඉන්න අභ්‍යවකාශයේ ඉන්න විද්‍යාඥයෝ. කියන්නේ පෘථිවිය නැතුව අභ්‍යවකාශයේ වෙන මේ අභ්‍යවකාශ මධ්‍යස්ථානයේ වගේ ඒ වගේ තැන්වල ඉන්න විද්‍යාඥයෝ ඒගොල්ලොත් මේ අන්තර්ජාලයට සම්බන්ධයි. සැටලයිට් දර වෙන ග්‍රහලෝක වලට යවලා තියෙන සැටලයිට්ස්, චන්ද්‍රිකා, ඊළඟට මේ ජෙට්, ඒ වගේ දේවල්, ෂටල්ස්, ඒවා ඒ ඔක්කොමත් මේ අන්තර්ජාලයට සම්බන්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා. සීමාවක් නැහැ, මේක ලොකු network එකක්. It's not just limited to the earth. right? Not just limited to the human beings. It is everywhere, right? That is this giant network. So I have given you the note on this, Pute, but let's explore this further. Right, this part. Let's see here. Internet is the infrastructure. It is basically facilitating. It is infrastructure facility. Infrastructure එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ යටිතල පහසුකමක්. Right, for an example, roads are infrastructure. Roads are infrastructure. Roads are creating transportation infrastructure. ප්‍රවාහන යටිතල පහසුකම තමයි පාරවල් වලින් හැදෙන්නේ. යටිතල පහසුකමක් කියලා කියන්නේ පිටේ ඒක උඩ තව උඩින් තියෙන පහසුකම් තියෙනවා. Right? If it is infrastructure, there are some other. For an example, roads. The road system is infrastructure. In this road system, there are buses, vans, and different other vehicles. So these vehicles providing the service, but road is the infrastructure. Basically, road should be there. Road එකක් නැතුව car, van, bus, lorry ඒවා තිබිලා වැඩක් නැහැ. What we need is road. පාර තියෙනවා. පාර තිබ්බොත් තමයි අර වගේ වැදගත්කමක් තියෙන්නේ. Internet is also similar to that. Internet is like road. It is the infrastructure. ඒතර internet එකේ තියෙනවා තව services ගොඩක්. Okay, can you tell me what are the services in the internet? Can you tell me few services in the internet? Yes, what we can do with internet?
We can see,
We can get knowledge from
the
that.
videos.
Yes, we can get knowledge. Exactly, very good. Anything else?
We can see, we can watch in videos.
We can watch videos for entertainment purpose. We can use internet. Yes, watching videos. What else? Correct, watching videos is
Shooting
correct.
media,
Sorry,
shooting program.
programs are okay. Anything else? Yes, anything else?
Search about information.
Online
Search.
banking.
Search about information. Online
Online-
banking. Okay, online banking.
Visit websites.
Visit websites and get information. Yes. Visit websites, get information. So what else? There are more. Is that all? So what we are doing now? How we meet
Ordering
each
something.
other? Huh? Yes, ordering something, ordering goods and products. Actually, how we meet each other? Through video conferencing, right?
Going to Zoom class.
Yes, Zoom classes, Zoom meetings. These are so because of the internet, we are meeting together because of internet. Internet නැත්නම් අපි එක්කෙනෙක්වත් දන්නේවත් නැහැ අත නේද? මොකද දැන් මම කවුරුත් ඕගොල්ලන්ව දැකලවත් නැහැ. ඇත්තටම නේ? So how we know each other because of internet. ඒතර internet ඉඳ තමයි අපි දන්නේ video conferencing, teleconferencing. නැත්නම් conferences තියන්න පුළුවන්. Right? So that is another thing. Teleconferencing and remote access කියලා කියන්නේ අපි ගියේ නැති තැනක තියෙන දෙයක් අපිට access කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right? We can access things in the in different places. දැකලවත් නැති තැනක තියෙන දෙයක් අපිට access කරන්න පුළුවන්.
So e-money.
Remote access, internet money, then right, the information sharing, remote access, teleconferencing, chat, social media, නේද? social media. ඒතර chat වගේම telephone lines, telephone ගන්න පුළුවන්, අපිට calls ගන්න පුළුවන්, communication. Like examples, you can say Line, Skype, WhatsApp, Viber, Imo. These are for conference. All these are facilities in the internet. Right, now you know some information about the internet. What is internet? And actually it is connected network. What is network? Two or more connected computers. So internet is a very large network. Actually network of networks. We can do lot of tasks. There are a lot of tasks that you can do through internet. And so the next is how we can access internet. Right? Accessing internet is not just accessing websites, right? සමහර වෙලාවට හිතනවා access internet access කරන්න web browser එක විතරයි. website විතරද internet කියන්නේ නැහැ. WhatsApp Viber කියන්නේ website නෙවෙයිනේ නේද? WhatsApp, Viber, these are also services. එතකොට අපි දැන් okay කවුරු හරි කියනවා internet තියනවද බලන්න කියලා. Let's say somebody asks you, please check whether you have internet connection. ඔයා මොකද කරන්නේ? What you are doing? You go to Google and try to type google.com and see the Google site is not loading. You are telling no, internet is not there. But that is wrong. Even though Google site is not working, if Skype or WhatsApp or Viber working, then actually the internet is there. Only thing is web is not working. දැන් අපිට මෙහෙමයි අපි දැන් ගිහිල්ලා පාරට ගිහිල්ලා අපි කියනවා එකපාරම පාරක් නැහැ කියලා. එහෙම කිව්වොත් වැරදි. හරි අපි නිකන් ගිහිල්ලා බලලා කියනවා ආයතන පාරක් නැහැ. ඇත්තටම බස් නැත්නම් අපිට කියන්න බෑ පාරක් නැහැ කියලා. We have to say buses are not there. Similarly, if web service is not there, we can say web service is not there. But if buses are not there, if cars are moving on, still road is there, right? නේද? බස් නැහැ, කාර් යනවා නම් පාර තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේ තමයි වෙබ් වලට යන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි Skype වලට යනවා. වෙබ් වලට යන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි Zoom වලට යනවා. Then we can say internet is there. ඕගොල්ලන්ට කියන්න බෑ internet කපලා කියලා. Zoom meeting එකට connect වෙනවා. හැබැයි YouTube යන්න බෑ. So but still the internet is there. If you are connecting to the Zoom.
is finished.
Sorry, Pute?
YouTube package is finished.
Yes, YouTube package is over. That can be the reason. Right? That can be the reason, but still you can access Zoom. Zoom package is there. So that can be, right? Therefore, internet is not just web, right? Internet is not just web. Internet is basically a service. It is an infrastructure service, and on top of that, there are many services. Okay, so the next thing, I think we need to write down this part very quickly. Yeah, what is web browser? What is web page? What is website? Yes. So let's write this information. Let's write this note very quickly. So please move to a new page. And I have already given the note, but this part is not there, right? So please write website. Website. Under that, please write a website is interconnected. Website is an interconnected set of web pages or documents under a single domain. Domain is a unique name Domain is a unique name given to an organization Domain is a unique name given to an organization in the cyber world. So what is cyber world? World connected using internet. That is called cyber world, right? The world connected using internet. It's called cyber world, and it is actually website is interconnected set of pages under a single domain. Domain is a unique name given to an organization. Example for domain, you can say www.google.com is a domain. And similarly, www.facebook.com is a domain. Facebook.com is a domain.
www.youtube.com.
Yeah, www.youtube.com is also a domain. It's also a domain, correct. So website is actually all the pages under the under that domain, right? Google.com, there are like a lot of pages. Okay, let's see. So when you search like this, let's say I want to see all the public pages. Public pages means all the visible pages, all the public pages. I want to see all the public pages of nie.lk domain. I can search site nie.lk. That will give me 3,100 results. You can see. Then how many pages? Approximately there are 3,000 pages in nie.lk. So nie.lk is a website that is National Institute of Education. Jatika Adhyapana Ayatane website එක. Approximately there are 3,100 publicly accessible pages. So private ඒවත් තියෙනවා. Public ඒවා 3,100ක් විතර මේකක තියෙනවා. Okay, let's say site is gicts.lk. So there are limited pages, right? Only 15 pages are there in gicts.lk. There are so limited amount of pages. So let's say site google.com. There are right 865 million pages. 865.
Wikipedia.
Yes, Wikipedia. So that is a bigger website, site wikipedia.org. You can see there are 3 billion pages. 3 billion pages in the Wikipedia. So see, can you imagine the number of pages in the internet?
Largest.org.
Sorry?
Largest.org.
Largest.org. What is that?
So largest.
Can you spell out?
LICHESS.
What is largest? So I have not.
LI.
I have not used that. What is that? Is it online chess for chess? Having 494,000, so around 4 lakhs. So likewise, so if you want to check, so like you want, let's say you want to check your school, how many pages are there in your school website? You can approximately that this will give the public pages only, right? So this will not give exactly how many pages, but this will give the publicly accessible pages only. Let's say your school is Royal College, and so the website is royalcollege.lk. Then you can just search site :royal college.lk, and that will give you 2,300 pages. 2,300 approximately. This is the number of public pages. So website is not a single page, it is multiple pages. Those pages are linked, and under a single domain is this. Actually, what are the things that we saw? royalcollege.lk, lichess.lk, google.com, facebook.com, nie.lk, those are domains.
www.moe.lk.
Yeah, MOE. Ministry of Education, yes. Then web page. So what is a web page? I'll give this one. This is a special point. Let's write down with a special point. If you need to search all public pages under a given domain, you can visit Google and type site : you can say nie.lk. This is actually if domain is nie.lk. You can replace the domain. Replace the domain. Web page. A single web document is known as a web page. A single web document is known as a web page. It is created by using a language called HTML. A web page may contain text and linked or embedded hypermedia such as videos, images, and sounds. So those are called hypermedia that can be linked, connected, or embedded. Embedded means it is added or embedded. So please write down this part very quickly. Let me know once you are done.
Okay, sir.
For the moment, that is the only solution. Okay, anyway, so this is web page. Then the next is web browser. What is web browser? Right. Please write down web browser is a software, is an application software. Web browser is an application software. සෙනෝදී දැනට ඔයාලා note එක ලියා ගන්න පුතේ. මොකද දැන් අපි practical අද මොකුත් කරන්නේ නැහැ. Therefore please write down the note, otherwise you will miss note as well. Screenshot එකක් ගහගෙන ලියා ගන්න. ෆෝන් එකකින් හරි කරන්න පුළුවන් නේ ඒකට. Okay. A browser is an application software. A browser is an application software which is used to display web pages properly to the users.
I can't hear you properly.
It renders or displays images and other multimedia such as videos and sounds if available, and displays meaningful content in web pages. Meaningful content in web pages.
Excuse me, sir.
Web browser, right here, web browser. So please update like that. Okay, what are the examples for web browsers? You already know Google, Chrome is a web browser. Mozilla, Firefox is a web browser. I hope you have used it.
Safari.
Yes.
I have
Safari is a web browser.
Brave.
Opera is a web browser.
Brave.
Brave is a web browser. Internet Explorer is a web browser.
Safari.
Edge.
Opera is a web browser. Edge
Tor.
is a web browser.
Tor.
Chrome already written. So these are web browsers.
Tor.
Tor is a web browser.
Chrome.
Yes?
Chrome.
Hmm?
Chrome.
Chrome ලියලා තියෙනවා නෙමෙයි Google Chrome. Okay, I have already written. Okay, these are web browsers. Web browser is application software.
Bind,
It is
bind the
application.
browser.
Yeah, it is application software used by the operating system to load the web pages. Web pages load වෙන්නේ ඕකෙන් තමයි. අපි web pages බලන්නේ ඕකේ. Website කියලා කියන්නේ entire the large one. Web page is one page of that website. Actually, that page is displayed to us using web browser. Okay, so what do you think? How many web pages are there in the world? Yes, how many web pages are there in the world? There are
Don't
closer to,
can't count that.
there are closer to 1 billion, more than 1 billion. Okay, this is special point again. Right, special point. What is that? Right, there are closer to 2 billion websites in the world. 2 billion. So just count. There are closer to 2 billion websites. Just count the number. It's a very big, right? 2 billion here. So you can just search Google, right? How many websites in the world? Here you can see in the graphs. Right here in the chart, you can see it's 1.71 billion. 1.7 billion. Closer to 2 billion, right? This is 1991 to 2019. Actually, by 2022, I think it exceeds. $1 billion was reached in 2014. Actually, out of that, there are less active websites are less than this, but all websites 1 billion, so so closer to 2 billion. Here it has reached even 1.8 billion, but now it has reduced, right? 2018 it was closer to 2 billion, but now the amount is reducing. Active web pages are also now, because we have apps and all, the app has replaced some web pages because Facebook app, right? Facebook,
Instagram.
yeah, Instagram is app. So like now, so WhatsApp is app. So it's trying to reduce the number of web pages. So that is the thing. That is why it has reached closer to 2 billion and going down. Okay, so please write down this note quickly. Or you can see, the better you can see, there are more than 1 billion websites, right? Because closer to 2 billion is kind of like it was, but now it is not there. No? Therefore, let's write there are more than 1 billion websites. If somebody is infected, right? So the question is basically you're asking how it is infected, right? So similar to human viruses. When COVID-19 virus is infected to one person, there are different methods that it can go to some other person, similar to that. So when viruses come to or infected to a computer, so it can again move through pen drives, it can move through internet, it can move through email and infect to some other computer. So that is what happening in the computer world, similar to the normal virus infection happen in our real world. But only thing is that viruses are biological, these viruses are software.
Okay, so thank you.
Okay. Right. So the next is search engine. The next is search engine. So please write down Since there are trillions of web pages in the internet, it is not possible to remember all the link names or URLs. URL means Uniform Resource Locators. So example, you can say www.abc.com/my-page/a.html, something like that. It is a link. It has like HTTP colon this part also. Anyway, this link, these are called URLs. It is not possible to remember these URLs. Therefore, there are special websites assisting us finding these resources, in the internet and World Wide Web. Internet, in the internet, just write in the internet, that's enough. These are called search engines. When we provide a search term, it will navigate through World Wide Web and finds close matching content and list them with the links. So example search engines, you can say www.google.com is example web page. Example search engine.
www.yahoo.com.
Bing.com is a search engine. Yahoo.com is also, you can consider that as a search engine, but it is a more we can say it's a portal. Portal means it has many things. Here Yahoo.com, it's having searching facility, but it has many things like news. You can see news is there, videos are there, weather is there. So portal, right? So I can write that, but this is a portal, right?
Okay, sir.
Portal. So we can call portal means it has many things, not just search. It's a web portal. And www.duckduckgo.com. And there's something called ask.com or answers.com. You can ask questions. But in ask.com, you can ask questions. These are search engines. And portals, some are portals actually. Okay, please write down this part. Right. Okay. So then, so the next part is actually, so we just learn about what is website, what is search engine, what is a web page. Great. The next thing is like we have to create our own website, right? So I have planned that as a practical, and so let's see. Let's do that next day with this. So because like with the time constraint, we have only 5 minutes.
HTML, right, sir?
Right. Okay. So let's do that next day. So what we are going to do is we are going to create on website. So maybe by now you have your own website. That doesn't matter. So if you have like prepare with some content next day, right? Prepare with some content. So you have to select a topic about what you are going to create your website and write down in your book. Please write down in your book, maybe 1 or 2 paragraphs and about what you are going to create this page. Maybe you can create a web page about you, or you can create a web page about Sri Lanka. You can create a web page about some other artist, or you can create a web page about some subject or some concept, anything. Or even you can create a buying and selling website. That doesn't matter. So whatever, you select the topic and next day please come up with the topic as well as some content. Content need to be prepared, right? You can use Word to write that. Word වල ලියාගෙන ඉන්න. Word වල හරි නැත්නම් Word වල ලියනවා නම් හොඳයි. Notepad වල හරි කමන්නේ. පොතේ ලියාගෙන આવොත් පොඩක් type කරන්නත් වෙනවනේ. ඒ හින්දා type කරගෙනම එන්න. Right? So, okay, next day I'll be discussing that part. Then good night. See you all next week, right?
Good night, sir.
Bye.
Good night, sir.